When our grandparents crossed the Himalayas on foot, they carried only what could fit in their pockets and a single heavy item in their hearts, a promise that they would return home. They passed that promise to our parents, and our parents passed it down to us. I was born miles away from Tibet. I have never seen the Potala Palace. I have never breathed the air of Tibet. Yet, I grew up knowing who I truly am. Today, a significant part of our generation has been born entirely in exile. We are stateless. We are displaced, but we're not defeated. Greetings. My name is Tenzin Choekyi, and today I want to show you how a generation is leading the modern and unstoppable revolution to reclaim its motherland. I stand before you not just as a student, but as a Tibetan student living in exile, someone who carries two homes in one heart. The homeland we have never forgotten, and the land that has given us shelter and education. Although many of us were born far away from Tibet, it lives within us, in our culture, our language, our songs, our prayers, and in the hopes passed down from generations. We may live in exile, but our identity has never been erased. As Tibetan youth, we carry a great responsibility. We are the next generation of Tibetans, and the future of Tibet depends greatly upon us. So the question is, how can we contribute to Tibet's freedom? First, we must learn our language and culture. Language is more than just words. It's the soul of a nation. If we stop speaking, reading, and teaching Tibetan to the next generation, we slowly lose a part of ourselves. At our school, every morning starts with Tibetan prayers, and we are also taught to read and write Tibetan scriptures. Therefore, Tibetan youth must take pride in learning our language, celebrating our traditions, and practicing our values of compassion, nonviolence, and unity. Second, education is one of the most powerful tools. His Holiness the Dalai Lama always emphasizes on the importance of modern education combined with traditional values. As students, we must work hard to become skilled professionals so we can represent Tibet on a global stage, because every achievement by a Tibetan youth is also a voice for Tibet. Education isn't about choosing the one or the other. It's about carrying both forward so we're ready to lead. Third, today's generation has access to technology and social media that the previous generations did not have. We can share Tibet's story with the world, raise awareness about our culture, our environment, and the struggles faced by Tibetans inside Tibet. Even a single post, a conversation, or a speech can inspire others to care about Tibet. But our journey is not only ours alone. The international community also has an important role to play. The world can support Tibet by listening to Tibetan voices, protecting human rights, and standing for justice and freedom. But most importantly, people around the globe can help by not forgetting Tibet. In a world often filled with conflicts and crises, Tibet can easily be overlooked. But every time someone speaks about Tibet, learns about Tibet, or stands in solidarity with Tibetans, they help keep our cause alive. Now, despite the challenges of exile, we Tibetans have never lost hope. Our grandparents crossed the mighty Himalayas with courage. Our parents worked hard to keep our identity alive in exile. And now, it's our turn to continue that journey with determination and pride. Yes, we live far away from our homeland. Yes, many of us has never seen Tibet with our own eyes. But Tibet lives in our hearts. We believe that one day peace and justice will prevail, and we will be able to return to our motherland with dignity and freedom. Hope is what keeps our community alive. Hope is what gives meaning to our struggles. And hope is something that connects every Tibetan, whether inside Tibet or in exile. As Tibetan youth, we promise to never forget who we are, to support one another, and to continue working for a free and peaceful Tibet. Because freedom doesn't only matter to Tibetans. Freedom and human rights are the foundation of every human life. They give us the right to speak our language, to practice our religion, to uphold our culture, and to live without fear. As Tibetans, we have seen our culture restricted, our voices silenced, and our homeland changed. We do not ask for hatred or conflict. We simply ask for understanding, for justice, and for the freedom to live as Tibetans with pride. Tibet's struggle is a reminder that freedom matters to all humanity. Because exile is not the end of our story. It's only a chapter before we return home. Thank you.